Yehova Svaot Elohim, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me, and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehova, pay careful attention and respond. Yehova is our power and authority. Yehova works in unity with himself. And you shall act upon your love to Yehova with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. 1 Kings chapter 19. Achav told Isabel everything Eliyahu had done and how he had put all the prophets to the sword. Then Isabel sent a message to say to Eliyahu, "May the gods do terrible things to me and worse ones besides, if I, by this time tomorrow, I haven't taken your life just as you took theirs." On seeing that, he got up and fled for his life. When he arrived in Beersheba in Yehuda, he left his servant there. But he himself went a day further into the desert, until he came to a broom tree. He sat down under it and prayed for his own death. "Enough," he said. "Now, Yehova, take my life. I am no better than my ancestors." Then he lay down under the broom tree and went to sleep. Suddenly, an angel touched him and said to him, "Get up and eat." He looked, and there by his head was a cake baked on hot stones and a jug of water. He ate and drank, then lay down again. The angel came again a second time, touched him, and said, "Get up and eat, or the journey will be too much for you." He got up, ate and drank, and on the strength of that meal traveled 40 days and nights until he reached Horeb, the mountain of God. There he went into a cave and spent the night. When the word of Yehova came to him, he said to him, "What are you doing here, Eliyahu?" He answered, "I have been very zealous for Yehova, the God of armies, because the people of Israel have abandoned your covenant, broken down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. Now I'm the only one left, and they're coming after me to kill me too." He said, "Go outside and stand on the mountain before Yehova." Right then and there, Yehova went past. A mighty blast of wind tore the mountains apart and broke the rock in pieces before Yehova. But Yehova was not in the wind. After the wind came an earthquake, but Yehova was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake, fire broke out, but Yehova was not in the fire. And after the fire came a quiet, subdued voice. Eliyahu heard it. He covered his face with his cloak, stepped out, and stood at the entrance of the cave. Then a voice came to him and said, "What are you doing here, Eliyahu?" He answered, "I've been very zealous for Yehova, the God of armies, because the people of Israel have abandoned your covenant, broken down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. Now I'm the only one, and they're after me to kill me too." Yehova said to him, "Go back by way of the Damascus desert. When you get there, anoint Hazael to be king over Aram. Also anoint Yehu, the son of Nimshi, to be king over Israel, and anoint Elisha, the son of Shaphat, of Avel Mecholah, to be prophet after you. Yehu will kill whoever escapes the sword of Hazael, and Elisha will kill whoever escapes the sword of Yehu. Still, I will spare 7,000 in Israel, every knee that hasn't bent down before Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed him." So he left and found Elisha, the son of Shaphat. He was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen. He himself was behind the 12th. Eliyahu went over to him and threw his cloak on him. He left the oxen, ran after Eliyahu, and said, "Please let me kiss my father and mother goodbye. Then I will follow you." He answered, "Go, but return because of what I have done for you." Elisha stopped following him. Then he took the yoke of oxen, slaughtered them, cooked their meat over the wooden yokes of the oxen, and gave it to the people to eat. Then he got up, went after Eliyahu, and became his servant. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this interesting 19th chapter of 1 Kings? We can fear Yehova above all. Pray for strength to obey Yehova wholeheartedly. Remember to eat and drink when you are down and having a bad day. Remember the importance of rest. Seek Yehova where he can be found. Aim to be zealous for Yehova. Trust that Yehova is the Elohim of armies. Cling to Yehova and his covenant. Ask Yehova to reveal himself to you and listen carefully for his quiet, subdued voice. Act on what Yehova shares with you found in his written word. Follow Yehova wholeheartedly. Honor your father and mother. Aim to become a servant of Yehova. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can encourage others to listen carefully and act on the words of Yehova. Bear one another's burdens. We can aim to be a zealous servant for Yehova. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. End with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehova will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehova will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehova will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete.